Welcome back to our theme park countdown. We're at number 444.
This week's big climber at 4.
None of these are climbing, man. There's a fixed chart. No one's going anywhere. So, in at number 444, back to America. Lake Dolores Water Park, America's first water park. This is Where Did Everyone Go? With me, Dr. Sasha Aravak.
And me, Tom Ward. A journey into the weird history of abandoned places.
Now, when I look at you, Tom, I see a water park man.
Oh, do you?
You look like you love water sports.
Love them. Insist on them every day with the lady.
Have you ever actually been to a water park?
I don't think I have. No.
I bet you own swimming trunks.
Do I?
Is it one of those little budgie smugglers or
no?
No, like a proper swim trunks.
I ain't got enough budgie to smuggle. I wear a nice loose short.
Through customs.
I'm a shorts guy. You?
Absolutely shorts guy.
Yeah, you got to wear shorts. After the age of 16, you got to wear shorts.
Yeah.
Unless you're an older, successful, gay businessman. Then you can wear Speedos.
Then you don't have to wear anything at all.
Mate, wear what you like.
Just go to the places where
the world will bend to your whim and your desire.
Absolutely. It will revel at your budgie smuggling skills.
Yeah, or non-smuggling. Overt budgie carrying.
Moving on from budgies. From the video, the first thing you notice is that we're in the desert, which is strange considering it's a water park.
Yeah, and you've got this desolate landscape. And then this explosion of bright colour from the park. It's clearly a hotspot for graffiti artists because it's everywhere.
Yeah. It's also right next to a major interstate highway with these giant but now empty billboards that you presume once advertised the park.
And you can see all the pools and slides, but they're all bone dry and full of cracks.
Yeah. There's a small hill in the middle with steps leading up. You get a sense this was where the big ticket ride was.
Yeah, this place looks like it was really fun in its day, Sasha. So what happened and where did everyone go?
Where indeed. So, Lake Dolores, it started in the early 60s as just a man-made lake and a campground, which you can imagine would be popular in a very dry, hot area like this. But its owner, Bob Byers, soon started thinking about different ways to make it more popular. And his idea was a few slides that would fling people into this artificial lake.
People with alliterative names always have the best ideas.
Absolutely. The slides were a huge hit, so Bob ran with it. And he added more, larger, and extreme slides and a kind of lazy river. Thus was born the country's first ever water park.
Thrilling. So shame about
I can tell you are 100% into this.
I do feel it. I was just waiting. I wanted to get to my next thing. I'll say that again. Thrilling scenes.
Though it's
a shame that the river was lazy. Couldn't they have found a more motivated one?
Well, you got kids. Get going. When you got kids, you don't want some giant rushing river running through it.
Yeah, character building. Okay.
I do. One of my favorite parts of a contemporary I love a good water park. I love slides. I still love slides. I think they're just the most fun thing ever. There's a pool near where I live that has an indoor slide. So you have to climb this weird little tower inside, and then the slide like takes you around and shoots you out. Water always goes up my nose every single time, no matter what I do. Yeah, they're just fun.
I would never have guessed.
Yeah, my favorite is
actually you have the haircut of a man who likes slides.
Is that what this haircut says?
If I was a child and said draw a man who likes slides, I'd probably go with this hair. He looks fun, Mummy. Yes, he does, honey. But don't get in his van.
Yeah, when it gets wet, it looks. Oh, what? How did we get there? I don't even own a van. What are you laughing at? You're British. You probably don't even drive.
No, I hire a van and have a man take me around.
Tom's fun van, free candy for all. Yeah, and when it gets wet, it just looks like a sheep died on my head.
Does it get?
Yeah,
that's a sad sight.
Yeah.
I hope I never
don't
see
let
it.
it stop me from enjoying the pleasure that is the water park.
Yeah.
My favorite is the wave pool because they get really busy, and when the waves really go, people so close together. It's like watching ducks try to negotiate the surf. It's like, oh, and the little ones are sort of paddling to get through it.
Yeah. Just that slight disarray. It's quite entertaining.
Yeah.
Will one of them go under? Will the lifeguard be quick enough? It all just adds to the flavor of life.
I was a lifeguard growing up, actually.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying, yeah.
Yeah. Never had to save anyone because I practiced proactive lifeguarding.
So
no running by the pool.
You were always in the water. Come on.
Careful. Stop your horsing around.
Yeah, no petting.
But my mate had 5 saves, including a double save.
Wow.
Yeah.
Twins?
These two kids just met, not twins.
Siamese twins?
No, not Siamese. That would still just count as one save.
Would it?
I think
That's
so,
the
yeah.
great philosophical question of our time.
Great philosophical question.
If some Siamese twins are drowning, are you saving one?
Save or a single save? Yeah, what if you just saved the popular one? Oh, just let Bobby under. Nobody likes Bobby.
Forums on Reddit where lifeguards argue infinitely
it's
about
one of the
this.
most popular Reddit forums. No, there were 2 kids swimming at each other, and this sort of kind of dinosaur intelligence move. They just banged heads, and both went under. And my mate has really long arms and is kind of lazy, so he didn't even jump into the pool. He just lay down and reached down, grabbed them both by the scruff of their necks, and pulled them out.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 saves. We used to call him the old man of the sea.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's not a nice nickname for someone who's saved 5 lives. You do all that, and then you get called an old man.
It's better than his other nickname.
Oh yeah.
Shaggy. From Scooby-Doo.
Right.
He's kind of tall and gangly. Colin, if you're listening, I apologize. I know you hate that nickname, but
he's not listening.
Keep listening. So Lewis managed to find someone who went there during these early days. His name is Steve. Of course his name is Steve. And here he is remembering when he was a teenager and made his first journey to Lake Dolores.
Well, the first trip, my buddy, he said, this is going to be something you've never seen before. He said, it's a long drive, but come on out. So we left Long Beach, and 2 hours later, here we were, and it was like nothing I've ever seen before. It was a true oasis in the middle of the desert, and then that hill. And he said, yeah, we're going to be going down that hill, and that was fairly intimidating the first time I saw that. Was 2 chutes going straight down 200 feet at 40 miles an hour, standing up with 2 little rails, everything wet and lubricated, and you're supposed to go down with 100 people watching you. And your first time down is the nuttiest thing because it's as slick as can be. And of course, I went with Billy, and he went right down. He even did a spin on his first one and then a double flip into the water. Everyone cheered. And then I went half this weight, went down this slide, and ended up down, caught it with a hand, and then kind of did a belly flop right into the water.
Ouch. I'd probably do that as well.
Yeah.
You get into your own head when you got an audience, don't you? Like, ooh.
This reminds me of a park I went to as a kid near where I grew up in New York called Action Park. And one of their things, they had both water slides and kind of vehicle things. The whole thing was like you're in control of things. It's not, you don't get on any coasters. Like it's always you steering things around. And my favorite thing was this thing called the Cannonball, which was a tube, a kind of foam tube that so you jump almost vertically into it, and then it has an almost 90-degree bend, and it shoots you out like 10 feet above this lake. Ooh. And it's just, all you see is like darkness, 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 and then boom, you're just blown out of this thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was also apparently the most dangerous theme park in America because they didn't follow any safety regulations. One of the rides was you get on a hard plastic sled, and those rollers that they send cargo down, those metal rollers. Mm-hmm. Imagine a giant slide like 50 feet high, made up entirely of those metal rollers, with like nothing to prevent you from sticking your hand into them. Mm-hmm. And you take this hard plastic sled and you get to the top and you just go down it. Yeah, there's a documentary about it called Class Action.
Oh yeah, I've seen the trailer for that.
I loved it. That was the greatest thing ever.
Wow.
Yeah. Now
life before health and safety.
Life before health and safety.
The payoffs were great, and the
danger was immense.
Yeah. If it went wrong, it went very badly wrong. Mm-hmm, but the thrills were exponentially greater.
Yeah, it's like the zoo where all the animals roam free and there's no safety whatsoever. You might get attacked by a lion, or might not.
Or you might ride a lion for a few moments,
or you might befriend a lion.
Yeah.
Is this physically possible to stand up on a water slide? I guess you hold on to the rails.
Yeah.
That just sounds bizarre.
It's like surfing, like extreme surfing.
Yeah, but how do you avoid like pitching forward or like knocking into the rail? Or it just doesn't seem physically possible.
Yeah. It sounds like you could easily just go whoomph and fly backwards.
Or forwards or sideways. I mean, I love water parks, but this sounds friggin' deadly.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Now, as you probably got the impression from Steve, the park was a health and safety disaster waiting to happen. The rules and regulations were nothing compared to what you'd expect these days. Because I don't want to discourage people from going to water parks. Like, they're very safe. The lifeguard's on duty. Like, all this stuff's tested. Like, this is why you can take children to them, and they love it. You don't have to worry about them, breaking their arms or drowning. In 1998, with a park under a new name, Rockahula, an employee rumored to be under the influence of alcohol decided to take a late-night ride. He went down a slide and into a catch pool that wasn't properly filled and had this absolutely horrible landing. He was so severely injured that he ended up a paraplegic. The lawsuit that followed was just too costly for the park owners, and they were forced to file for bankruptcy.
Hang on, he sued the park even though it was him who broke in and...
Yeah, well, I mean, he did something incredibly stupid, but in theory, that shouldn't have been possible to happen. Like, the place should have been properly locked up and monitored, and because what if kids had broken in?
Right.
They don't know any better. They're idiots. I mean, we both have them, right? Slide, woo!
Yeah.
Should we fill the pool first? Nah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yes, well, this is why we have laws and safety measures to protect people from their own almost bottomless stupidity. So the park changed owners multiple times in the early 2000s, but only really operated intermittently, each owner struggling to keep it alive, and it finally shut its doors in 2004 and has never reopened again.
Falling 12 places to 16 is this week's big faller.
I'm curious, if a place becomes more abandoned, does it rise in the charts or drop in the charts? We haven't determined the rules of chart position on this. In fact, I don't know how I didn't choose this order. Why is it this one?
Yeah, we were handed this
Lewis?
order.
You'll get a chance to make your own order at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
That just seems like a kind of, he's just giving us a sop.
Yeah,
He's just saying that our opinions aren't
He's
important.
just telling us to shut up there, isn't he?
He's the puppet master.
Yeah,
P-Trips, man. He's pulling all the strings.
And the chart master.
Okay. Today it's not only popular with graffiti artists, but also with people who ride ATVs, because the empty slides and
What's
the
an
pools,
ATV?
One of the big balloon tire things. Because they can use the empty slides in the pools as a ready-made racetrack.
Yeah, must be a brilliant place to take a ride, or a girl, if you want like a dystopian version of a drive-in cinema. Hey, you want to go for a drive someplace where a guy broke his back?
Let me tell you the story.
Yeah, okay. You want to go to second base next to the scene
Hop on my ATV.
where my uncle snapped his arm?
Everybody likes the sight of a terrible injury.
Yeah. Look at the blood splatter.
You still see
That's a
this-
child's
still see
brain.
this stain. That's where he pooped himself because of the pain. It happens.
Hey, you want to kiss next to that splatter where a child spontaneously combusted?
Is that a real thing? Do people actually spontaneously combust? Because this
Back
was a
in the
big thing
day,
when I
it
was
was
a
a
kid.
thing.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Now with proper safety measures.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen anymore.
You only have deliberate combustion. Deliberate slow combustion.
Planned. Yeah.
So
Wow.
has all this convinced you has this given you more or less enthusiasm to go to a water park?
I want to see the documentary and I want to hear about the injuries, that's for sure. But I don't know if I want to go, and I don't know if I want my son to go.
Fair enough.
And if I found out that he was there, I'd probably be quite upset.
So if he's like, Dad, I want to go to the water park.
Yeah.
You'd be like, no, we're going to the Natural History Museum.
Yeah, we're going to go and look at dinosaurs.
And yet another reason he'll resent you as an adult.
Well, from what I can see with parentage, you can't win, so...
It's like when he's put in jail for his mass murder spree, he'll be like, if only Dad had taken me to the water park.
Yeah.
That's how Charles Manson, we'll get to later, ended up in jail.
Is that what he blamed, his parents?
His mom wouldn't take him to the water park. So think, Tom. Think.
Yeah, all right. I've got a decision to make here, and it's
Big
quite a lot at
decision.
stake.
Future of humanity might depend on it.
Yeah, it does sound like a fun place, though.
Yeah, back in the day. I mean, if you survive the experience.
Yeah. And I'm sure if it was around now, it would still be fun. And as long as you didn't know how much more fun it was back in the day when there was no safety, then you could probably have quite a good time.
Yeah. Those safety regulations just ruined the fun for
Daddy,
everybody.
why is the ride only 1 meter drop and the water only 2 inches deep? Well, you know how you don't have any uncles?
This is what my mate observed about playgrounds, because now they all have that soft, fuzzy stuff around them, and everything's padded and low. And
It's PC
right?
gone
It's
mad.
like, man, playgrounds weren't like that when we were a kid. It was just concrete and bars and rust.
and rabies.
taught us to be tough. And rabies,
Yeah, everywhere.
rabies everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you get
Rabies came up every time you'd play. Do you not remember?
Oh, rabies came
Someone
up a
would bring
lot.
up rabies.
They did come up a lot.
And
it's
that was
true.
because it was everywhere. It was,
So our big thing was ticks. Watch out for ticks. Ticks are
yeah.
everywhere. Ticks
Yeah.
are going to get you. Check for ticks.
yeah,
Which
right.
is true. They did carry this horrible disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and Lyme disease, which could kill you if you were an idiot and didn't get treatment for 2 months.
Right, such an innocuous word.
Tick.
Doesn't sound like it would have all that, does it?
Yeah, but it could. Deadly things come in small packages. I should know.
Right.
And now, in our countdown, number 3.
Sticking at 3.
Sticking at 3. Stable at 3. So, without further ado, in at number 3, from North Carolina in the USA, Ghost Town in the Sky.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, I like a good ghost town, huh?
Ghost Town in the sky.
In the sky.
Can't wait. Let's have a look at the footage.
All right. So the video is playing now, and the first thing you notice is we're in a mountain range, and this theme park is perched right on top of one of the peaks.
And the park looks like an old western town. The main street in the middle, and on either side general stores, saloons, and a jail.
And a jail. Yeah, they're the remains of a roller coaster, smashed up arcades, and a stage for performances where you can still see the old costumes.
Okay then, Sasha, what's going on here? And where did everyone go?
Where indeed. So, this is obviously a Wild West theme park, but what's different about this one is that it's 4,600 feet high, almost a mile high. Construction started in 1960, and they had to shave about
19 what?
Sorry. Perfect pronunciation. Construction started in 1960, and they had to shave about 50 feet of dirt and rock off the top of this mountain to actually build anything here.
Obviously.
Yes, and then more than 200,000 feet of plywood was needed for all the town's buildings.
Wow.
The only way to get up there was by a chairlift or a funicular train.
A what?
A funicular train.
What's a funicular train?
Good question. A funicular train is not a cable car, it's a car that runs on a track upwards.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, this sounds like the kind of job that builders would have absolutely dreaded when presented with the spec.
Yeah, this was a massive, massive undertaking. But, it's the 1960s. America's the land of
Nothing else to
giant
do.
construction. Why not?
Yeah, okay.
There was a saloon where you could see a can show, dancing girls. There'd be tables with gunfighters playing cards. A gentleman would be playing piano with some type of ragtime music.
What is ragtime music? Sorry,
Ragtime
excuse my
music,
ignorance.
It's actually a musical style which is from the later part of the 19th century. So it's
Is it piano-y kind of?
It's piano-y kind of music. There's actually a good movie called Ragtime, which was filmed in part in the town where I grew up. But it's very distinct when you hear it. You ever see a player piano going in a Wild West thing, and it's like da, 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 like it's kind of.
So it's jolly. It's kind of music you can dance to.
It's
or?
music you can dance to. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's kind of upbeat. It's not blues. It's absolutely not blues. It's not quite jazz either. It's a bit more, but it's piano based.
Right.
Piano based and up tempo.
Okay.
So, what the guests really came for was the daily staged gunfights, which would happen at noon.
Wild West style.
Yeah, Wild West style. I mean, the
Was
whole
that a
idea.
thing?
This,
Was that a real thing?
No, it's not a real thing. Like,
Been hyped?
yeah, completely overhyped. Did cowboys in the West go around armed? Yes, but largely they were armed not to have duels with each other, but to drive off cattle rustlers and horse thieves.
Right.
And to shoot at wolves or other predators that might come after their animals. Okay. So the whole idea that you challenge someone to a gunfight and you go out and like, yeah, that's kind of made up.
And stand opposite each other, twitching.
Yeah. In fact, that there's this famous cemetery called Boot Hill where all these, allegedly all these old gunfighters are buried, but I think there's only like 11 people up there who died in gunfights.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, it's all kind of this sort of made up thing. Well-known actors of the day would come here to sign signatures. Guys like Burt Reynolds, famous for Cannonball Run.
My
amongst
mum
other movies.
fancies him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like the macho manly man image of the time. Apparently, Burt only stopped coming here when he got a part in the movie Deliverance.
Great film.
Great film.
Terrifying.
Tense.
Tense. They did all their own kayaking, didn't they?
I
Stunts.
believe so. Yeah.
Very problematic shoot. I think there was punch-ups between the staff, like the crew, and
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah. John Voight was
John Voight is amazing in it, but yeah, very, very intense film.
Yeah.
So, Ghost Town in the Sky was a roaring success. By the 1970s, it was regularly attracting over 500,000 visitors a year. For 40 years, it was one of the state's biggest attractions. But as the new millennium dawned, it turned out that frontier town gunslingers were no longer the draw that they once had been. Cowboys had kind of lost their appeal. And those old westerns were something that your parents and grandparents were interested in, not what the young people of the 2000s wanted to check out.
No, they wanted to eat Dunkaroos and watch American Pie and listen to Metallica on Napster.
But do you know where Wild West themed recreations and parks are still very, very popular?
No, I don't.
Germany.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why do they like it?
Yeah, right near where my in-laws live in Augsburg, there's one of these giant theme parks, and apparently the Germans cannot get enough of it. Go figure.
Fetishizing, as always. Is that a thing? I don't know.
I want to go.
Germans, do they fetishize stuff more than others?
I mean, according to people who've been to that nightclub in Berlin, yeah, like the masters of fetishizing.
Yes. We like cowboys and urinating on each other.
And then going to the vegetable stand.
And nice museums.
Nice museums.
And good flat bread with no deliciousness, just dry bread.
Actually, the bread in Germany is amazing. I like
is
the
it
bread
now?
here. Yeah, it's really,
you
really
would
good.
say that.
I would say.
You got roots.
I got roots. So back to the Ghost Town in the Sky. Visitor numbers fell, and maintenance on the rides got a bit slack, including the ride on the mountain to get up there. In 2002, the chairlift broke down, stranding passengers for 2 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
They should have taken the funicular.
They should have taken the funicular. But the most disturbing event happened in 2013, and the park never recovered from it.
Oh, what's this going to be?
Not good. One of the veteran gunslingers was staging a routine when he was shot and wounded with what he said was a real bullet.
How do you end up with real bullets inside a stage?
Well, we've talked
fight?
about this before, I believe, but blanks, which are what used to make a gun sound real, actually have a full powder charge in it. And what can happen? This, I believe, is how Brandon Lee was killed on the set. Bruce Lee's son. During the filming of the Crow, is because it has a full powder charge. If there's any debris in the barrel, it can fire out with all the force of a bullet. Eish. And because these things often happen at really close range, right? Because you're not really worried about shooting someone, it can be quite deadly.
Right, man. Did that happen with Baldwin as well?
Yeah, exactly. But I'd almost happened to a mate of mine. They were messing around down by where our old swimming pool club was, and they used a starter pistol, to start the races, and they found one of these old blank cartridges. And the goofballs put it on a rock and then dropped a rock on top of it. And there's so much gunpowder in it, the thing exploded and it sent a piece right into the guy's chest.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he had a bruise that took up his entire chest. I've never seen anything like it before.
That must have hurt.
Yeah, so blanks, not so blank after all.
Right. Misleading.
Yeah,
They need a new name.
Yeah, like
soft bullet or
almost bullets.
Yeah.
Demi bullets.
Yeah. But something they need a rebrand.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the name is misleading people like ticks. They need a new name.
Yeah, bloodsuckers.
Yeah.
Well, that's for lawyers, so we can't use that again. Any final thoughts on Ghost Town in the Sky?
Is that it?
What do you mean, is that it? I mean, that's all I got.
So you have one guy getting shot with a bullet and the whole thing comes crashing down?
Sometimes all it takes is one bullet, man.
Oh, that's a shame. I mean, it's a lot of work has gone into that.
But it's like Dogpatch. You know, these things have their era.
Yeah.
And then eventually, you know, they're just not that interesting.
I think Cowboys, it does seem so old-fashioned. I mean, even when I was little in the 80s, if a cowboy movie came on, I'd be like, oh, cowboys, so boring. You just knew there was going to be this whole long sequences with horses and lots of people walking.
And also, you know, what are you going to add to it?
Saloon and
a more traditional theme park can have, like, the newest type of roller coaster. Like, this one's suspended. Like, this one you only held by your hair. Like, this one, blah, 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 you know. But, you know, how can you update something that is focused on a historic recreation? You know, you can't really do it.
It would have to be a kind of, there'd have to be artistic license.
Yeah.
But there's like the high rides from the looks of it. No?
Yeah, but, you know, again, you got to
Just the theme. The theme itself was
the theme
crusty.
just doesn't grab people anymore. You know, like Disney keeps producing new movies, and so they can always update their rides and update their environment and change the Magic Kingdom. You know, it's like, okay, now we have, you know, Frozen the ride or Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, and they're not still doing just Mickey and Minnie. I mean, that's really the secret to their success, is they keep coming out with new properties, new products, new ideas, which then they convert into things that go to the theme park.
Refresh.
Yeah. Like, I don't think Epcot Center, you know, World of the Future has the same attractions that it used to, because all the stuff that was amazing then is like, you know, you have it in your closet now.
Yeah, they need the cowboys to update, to wear like trainers.
Yeah, and you know, theme parks, like, it's an expensive business to run. Like, you've got to keep the visitors coming, just to pay the maintenance costs. And this stuff is dangerous.
Okay, so that's the ghost town in the sky.
That's Ghost Town in the Sky.
Falling fast.
Falling fast.
Up 7 from 19.
So next week we'll be revealing number 2 and what we've all been waiting for, number 1.
It's
Top
the big
of the charts.
spot.
Yep.
Producer Lewis here. Thanks for listening to this episode of Where Did Everyone Go? New episodes every Wednesday. Follow, comment, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out.